Eh.
All right.
A thrift shop is like, you know what a
The
pawn
CGs
shop
are
is?
staying!
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I
the
did it
CGs are
right.
staying, and it looks like I'm starting.
What?
This is the most happy I'm gonna be the entire night, ladies and gentlemen.
My bad.
The
sorry.
most happy.
I try not to do it, but people don't really do it for me.
A thrift shop is basically
Hold on
like,
just a second. I'm
people
doing
just
stream
like, for
settings.
instance, Goodwill is a big company in the United States. Goodwill is basically if you have clothing or furniture or board games or computer parts or video, if you have literally anything in your home, kitchen possibly that you don't
Literally
want,
Hitler?
that still function pretty well, you donate it to Goodwill, they clean it up, and then they sell it for very cheap prices to poor people.
All right, that works.
Yeah, it's like it's an industrial, it's a bureaucracy flea market basically.
Oh, she's gonna get hit. No, she didn't.
Yeah?
Are you guys on stream yet?
You see?
EDM is, I think.
But at Goodwill the other day, I found
think I have to
for a
restart the
total
game.
of $3.
Oh, okay, this is
I think
trip.
tabbing out destroys it.
I'm still going through my own thing right now. I think I know what's gonna happen.
No, not no. For like $3, I don't remember the other one, but basically for $1.50, I got Warcraft: Orcs and Humans, the second game Blizzard ever made on PC.
All right. So does anybody else wanna watch?
Nah, I'm good.
I'm about to in a second.
Cool.
I'm in there right now.
Yeah, that's $80 here in the States. Oh, and I got Dragon's Lair. That's also $80. I got
Looks
that
like
back
we're
for $1.50.
good to go. Everybody can
Oh, I
see.
did get
Oh my
that!
god, they're both Windows 98 games. I have to use DOSBox to run them.
To the special player who achieved the special ending.
And have you ever? Has anyone here ever seen Warcraft: Orcs and Humans, the first World of Warcraft game?
I know what it is.
It's basically StarCraft, but at 90% less speed.
Oh.
It's awful. It's so bad. I've never actually seen The Lost Vikings.
We're just waiting for a couple people to join the stream. Oh, wait,
Except,
I
of
may
course,
have
it
should have
goes
tabbed
so
out.
bad.
'Cause I think it
Wow,
makes
that
sense.
is powerful.
People to join the
It's like an after.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
That was a SNES game? That's cool.
tabbed out.
That was a SNES game? That's
Yeah, it messes it up for some reason when I tab out.
That's really powerful.
Oh,
Your
shoot.
file is missing or corrupt. Please reinstall the game.
Whoa! I have a bag of candy in my desk. Where did this come from?
Lynn, do you want to watch as well or no?
This Halloween candy?
I don't know.
The
Maybe.
thing only took like 30 minutes. You're done.
It's all hard
Either
candy,
yes
though.
or
I
no
hate
at this
hard
point.
candy. There's a bag of Skittles.
I mean, you're the one who wanted to watch, so along with a few people.
I mean, it's not like I said it like 4 or 5 times that like I'd rather watch tomorrow since it's really late today.
He can't do it tomorrow. He's gonna be busy. That's why he's gonna do some of it now and then do it probably the day after.
Yeah. All right. So right off the bat, this is my choice right there, so far.
What's the real part of the game, though?
Right there.
Always say yes.
It's Yuri, right?
Still hit the hook.
Yeah, okay.
What is that?
Yeah, that's your choice.
All right.
It's like the Chinese
do it.
knockoff of Connect Four.
Please. Okay, I'm gonna be Trip. I'm Trip.
It's actually a fight to the death, and whoever wins gets to place it in.
Ah! Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
What was the scream for?
I see it. That's what happens on the game. That's all it says. I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. There goes Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. No, she's not. You know, the kind of friend you never see making yourself. Wait, what? Okay, hold on, let me read that again. The kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works me out because you know yourself. So okay, I wanted to read that as making out. I'm getting instantly sexual. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently. Now get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me, like, it's not better off running away. However, I decide and I idled in front of the cross all night story to catch him. Ha! Ha! I overslept again. Good. Do you oversleep every day? But I caught you this time. Ha! Maybe. But only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You say that like we're thinking about annoying me. That's mean, Trip. Hey, don't tell me that. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Because that's not going to happen, right? Right, guys? Fine. But you did wait for me after all.
That's really depressing the way you said that.
I guess you don't have... you don't want to. Whatever you say, Sayori.
You love me, don't you?
We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Trip, have you signed on a club to join yet? Doki Doki Literature Club! Sorry, a club? I told you, I'm really not interested in joining any clubs. I'm interested in joining the Doki Doki Literature Club! Okay,
Fuck it. You guys wanna voice act this?
I haven't been looking either.
We could.
We so could.
That's not true.
I'd
You told me you'd join a club this year.
I'd totally do Monica.
Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sayori likes to worry a little bit too much about me, but I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. That sounds just like me. Anyway, I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize and have any social skills before college. Your effort is really important to me, you know? Oh, it means a lot to me, sorry. Thanks. I know you're happy. What? What's wrong?
How do I watch this on YouTube?
Just go to my Triptolite channel.
I'm so depressed, dude. Like, what the?
Just look up Triptolite on YouTube.
Oh god.
And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a neat.
Wait.
A neat. What's a neat?
Hang on.
Don't know what it
is.
There's another channel called Trip Toilet.
Yeah, I know. I know there is.
What?
I know there's another channel called Trip Toilet. We're rivals.
What?
And I know you know what a neat is, right?
No, I don't.
Basically, you're not
What?
doing anything educational, or you're not doing anything working.
We'll be in a few years. No.
Yeah.
What is this? Is it stand for something?
The school.
Or is it just a word?
Hello?
That's what it stands
Hello?
for. Something. I don't know exactly
Hello?
what it stands for.
Alright.
Okay. Just making sure.
Alright, anyway, alright. So yeah, she didn't want me to come lazy. Got it.
Not in education, employment, or training.
Okay. Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though. Oh, will you at least promise you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that.
Delayed.
Yay!
It's pretty delayed.
Why'd I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit. Even she does exaggerate everything inside her head. Oh, phew. The school days is ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. Sounds like me. After I pack it, this game, we should have played it a long time ago. This is identifiable. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall looking for an ounce of motivation.
Oh my god.
This guy. Are they sure they're not spying on me? Anyway, clubs. So he wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello! Sayori? Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize, nah, I'm the only one left in class. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out. So I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know... Know what? Well, then you could come to my club. Sayori. Yeah? There's no way I am going to your club.
Come to my club.
Meanie. Sayuri is vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title Vice President. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please! Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I'm bringing a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything.
Was that even the English name?
Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell Sarah if he's really that much of an airhead or she's so cunning as to have planned all of this out. Let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes! Let's go!
Such a genuine excitement in your voice.
And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake.
Sold my soul.
I dejectly
Like all
follow
my friends
Sayori
kill
across the
themselves.
school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here.
Real.
I told you, don't call me sorry. I told you, don't call me a new member. I glance around the room. Huh? Is that the girl that I want? Yeah, it's Yuri. She's tall, dark hair, probably just like a calm, soothing voice. Is that a good assumption? Is that 10 out of 10? Good voice? Okay. Let's do it. Alright. Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayuri was always nice. I says nice things about you. Seriously? You brought a boy?
God.
Way to kill the atmosphere! Ah, Trip! What a nice surprise! Welcome to the club.
How are you doing this to my ears?
All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Is it sorry?
I touch
Natsuki.
Small tits.
Why is that?
The girl with the
thing
sour
that
attitude,
someone
whose name is
on the
apparently
street doesn't say?
Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She's also the one who makes cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back toward the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seemed to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Well, it's nice to meet you both. And it sounds like you already know... Oh. And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? That's right. It's great to see you again, Trip. Why are you laughing? I didn't even do anything funny that time!
No, who heard that? Did no one else hear that?
Oh, God!
There's no way that no one else didn't hear that.
Monica smiles sweetly. We do know, sir. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic, basically completely out of my league. So, having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little homosexual. Yes, Miss Al. You too, Monica. Come sit down, Trip. I made a room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monica.
Fun facts.
I'll get the cupcakes. Hey! I made them! I'll get them! Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there is one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room, where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens a closet. She's coming out the closet! Okay, anyway. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki probably marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da!
Oh, God.
Ah! Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes, decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing, and the little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. So cute! I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know, Just hurry and take one. Sayuri grabs one first, then Monica. I follow. It's delicious. Sayuri talks with her mouth full and already has managed to get icing on her face. I wasn't going to do that because that just...
Battery critical.
Anyway. Oh, hold on. I got to charge my headphones. You micro USB to the rescue! Sounded like, let me grab from
Charging
that one
batteries.
show. This is unacceptable! Anyway, I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki's quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and so full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like I... Haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything. Huh? I thought you technically did. Sayuri said, well, maybe. But not for you, you dummy. Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation.
Stop it. Computer.
Yuri returns to the table, carrying a tea set. She carefully places the teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. I can't read. You keep the whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? Sure.
Why did you get moved?
Who got moved? Broomkles?
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyway, I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. No, that's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that you... I
Hey,
believe
Kip.
you.
Huh?
Well,
Don't let him
tea and
get
reading
that
might
far
not be a
tonight.
pastime for me,
Alright.
but
What
at least
happened?
enjoy tea.
Wait.
I'm glad. What? What's going on?
Hang on, I'm asking.
Well. As
Keep
Doki
going.
Doki Depression Club goes to commercial, a word from our sponsors. Hey, Jimmy, what's our sponsors? Ah, crap, we don't have any sponsors?
I don't know, I just got off.
Oh.
He said he wasn't going to stay on.
So you're telling me we're not making money from this?
Okay.
You're telling me I'm talking to an imaginary person right now? And I could be doing way better things with my life, but I'm sitting here playing video games about anime girls? Okay. And we're back with Doki Doki Depression Club. Alright. So, you guys ready?
You could have kept going.
Alright. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow and smiles at me. So, what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayuri. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayuri seemed really happy here, so... Oh, that's okay. Don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club feel fun and exciting for everyone.
Oh, my nose.
Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Why does she stick her ass out like that? It's making me more unattractive to her.
I know.
Anyway.
Know. Alright,
Well,
guys.
you know. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. Feels like nothing but arguing around the budget and blah 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 blah. That's probably something would happen in a movie. I don't care what she said just there. Is Siri. Monica's really a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. Must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah! We'll do our best. You know it! I'm gonna give her a really annoying voice because she seems really annoying.
You're on a good track.
So it's different girls, all interested in the same girls. Monica must have worked really hard to find these three. If that's why they're all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So, Trip, what kind of thing do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga. No matter quietly to myself, half joking. That Tsuki head suddenly perks up. Looks like she wants to say something, but keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. Oh, boy, better will. What am I saying? I'm thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri?
What?
Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. Hot.
Okay. I'm sorry, what? I don't think I caught that.
You're watching, right, Broompuls?
I'm listening.
You should watch. You gotta watch. Just come watch.
I mean, I got it open in the background. I wish I had 2 monitors.
You gotta watch this. This is so stupid. My
Right,
favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. Alright. I think my choice is still standing. I think Yuri is still gonna be my number 1.
I like reading novels about
This is
guys
working well.
pounding each other furiously day in.
Good
day
story,
out.
and such a form was equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But, you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how writing can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination and completely throw you off?
Yeah. Yeah, I know that. Yeah, I know that for a fact.
Isn't it amazing
Anyway,
how people can describe two
I've been
guys
reading a
going
lot
at it
of
like they-
horror lately.
God dang it.
I read a horror book once. I guess we grasped something I can relate to on a minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that. Yuri? For someone as gentle as you, I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think, or takes me to another world, then I can't really put it down. Sphere horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. I hate horror!
Wasn't even English.
What are you even reading it correctly?
I said, I hate horror! I just said it really fast.
Now.
I just heard. Ah!
Oh, why is that? Well, I just... Natsuki's eyes dart over me for a split second. Never mind. That's right. You usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called... Don't say it out! And give that back! Fine, fine.
Is this English? Is that your way of describing...
Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are.
That loud.
Ooh.
Oh no. Stop it.
I feel uncomfortable and slightly aroused.
Trip, I need to inform you of something. Trip, did you watch The Iron Giant when you were a kid?
I did.
You remember that scene whenever the hand is loose in the house and it starts watching TV and it's like that black and white TV show? Remember?
I think I do, yeah.
The noise you made is the same noise that the TV show made. Like, ah!
I gotta find that clip tonight. So yeah, Sayori settles up. Is that supposed to be slide? Or is that a word? Is sittles a word?
Sidle.
Sidles?
Yeah.
Is sidles a word?
To sidle, it means to go up against something and kind of like back away, but like against the wall.
Oh, well, Sayori sidles up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulder.
You guys see that
I'm not cute!
touch my back.
I can eat all these apples.
I don't know.
Natsuki, you write your own
that
poems?
loud.
I imagine her as such.
Is,
Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you say some of them? No! Natsuki averts her eyes.
No.
You wouldn't like them. I'm not a very confident writer yet.
Natsuki's joking.
I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have a writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, we can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. Why are you laughing?
Because it's just like, the smallest things are just funny. It's weird.
I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Well, this is awkward. Ass! Okay! I have an idea!
Right when you said okay, the stream came up saying, okay!
Brings up perfect. That's great.
I have an idea, everyone. Natsuki looked quizzically at Monica. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then, next time we meet, we should share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Yeah! Let's do it! Yeah! Oh my god! Yeah!
What even is this story?
It's sort of like Armin's voice actor from Attack on Titan the Bridge. Yeah, I'm in charge of the gas. Take.
Also, Sayori does not sound like that.
Yeah.
That's what she does now.
Sayori does not sound like that. I am an expert in all these characters.
Yeah, let's do it.
He's the narrator. He sounds like that now.
Plus, now that we, I think let's all get a little more comfortable with each other and striking the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Trip? Yeah.
You're a robot.
Yeah, that was
Hold on. There's still one problem. Eh? What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I'd join this club. Sarah might have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. Oh god, that's sad. Hot. But I'm sorry, I thought... Trip. You all... I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Yes! I'm so happy! Sayori's wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey, you really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. I should have gone demon. If you only came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. That makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. What? What? What have I done? What have I done? What did I do?
So I'm gonna need you to do the truth playthrough of this game, where it's actually like what's really going on, where the main character's mouth is zipped shut and he's being forced against his will to do everything. So all of his dialogue is just.
I hate you.
All right, Ian, what are you like raging about?
He meant to say it to me, except it's something.
Yeah, I did it.
Oh, okay.
I literally just went on my carpet and dragged my space forward into the wall.
Anyway, Monica looks over at me once more.
So,
Trip,
if you
I look forward to
heard-
seeing how you
Yes.
express yourself.
I can explain
Yeah.
what I did.
Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey, Trip, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right. Sayuri and I never walk home together anymore because she's always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! Why? Is that so funny?
Because it's just the way you're phrasing everything.
Hey, Natsuki, how's it going?
Anyway. There's just like a small section where the stitches aren't like fully together, so he's like tongue is coming through. He's
It's like a vacuum cleaner in front of me. Oh, Chip, how's your day?
What did it sound like when I dragged my face into the fucking wall?
I don't know, because I heard a lot of laughing at the same time, so I couldn't tell. I was just kind of in the moment.
oh, Trip! All your poem says is help me.
There's an audio file like a dot wave somehow.
I want a mod for Doki Doki Literature Club on the Steam Workshop right now that replaces every single bit of dialogue with just 3 dots and the dot wave file of someone screaming with their mouth covered, and it gets distorted by 0.5% every time he says something until the end of the game. It's just.
I don't think that's the dialogue.
Hey,
I don't think that's a dialogue.
This is what it sounds like when I drag my face across my carpet.
That was such a little payoff for such, the hey guys, this is how it sounds when I drag my face across the carpet. It's just that little sound. Alright, let's continue. With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the 4 girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica.
Shut up.
Will I really be happy spending every day after school in literature club? Perhaps a chance to go closer to one of these girls. Anyway, alright. I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Do I get to actually write a poem? It's time to write a poem. Pick words that you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen to whoever likes your poem. Alright. Well, you're all Depresso. Let's fix that.
No matter what, you'll be trapped here, so pick whatever you want.
Hey.
Wait a minute, wait. Oh, haha.
I don't know what she would. Would she like pleasure, or like time?
Hey, who are you gonna try and go for?
Mic off.
That's the thing. Who are you going for?
Which one is the least insane? Go for that one.
I don't know.
Is there a masturbation route? Is there one where you just don't go to any of them and you're just like, you know what, I'm good enough for me?
No, I don't think so. Let's do. Okay, you want us to choose? Is that what you're trying to say? We can choose. We'll choose for you. Do
Mic on.
Fickle.
Mic off.
What's the pink-haired one? Is that Natsuki?
I think so. Yeah.
Do that one. She's best girl.
It doesn't matter. Just do whatever. Go Fickle. Go.
As long as you don't go Yuri, we're fine.
That's the one he wants, though.
No.
That's the one he
Maybe
wants.
you can't get those dank jokes of you being tortured because the other ones have a lot of energy, so that way when they're in the middle of like, yeah, cupcakes, you're just... They're just trying to force cupcakes into his mouth that's sewn shut. It's not working. He can't breathe because his nose is really close. My throat hurts from the 1 million Scoville hot sauce I had earlier today.
Let me see. Oh, so. But she went to go do some weird visual novel builder thing.
Yeah, she's gonna go make a superior novel where the main character's mouth is sewn shut.
Is Trip even alive? He just disappeared.
Sorry, I'm
We
back.
actually
I'm
had
back.
mouth sewn
What are you
shut.
doing?
Yeah, I got abducted.
Trip, we need to make a mod where they're just trying to force cupcakes down his sewn mouth.
Oh God!
Hey,
He's just trying to breathe.
hey, dude,
But
dude,
it's-
dude, fickle.
can't.
Dude, fickle.
Fickle?
Yeah.
Is that
We're
what
gonna
she'd
choose-
like?
We're gonna, I don't know. Whenever you see her bounce, I guess that's the one. Try that one. Try pleasure. Do either pleasure or fickle. Do one of those. Do one of those. Which one?
I'll do pleasure. Yeah, it made her happy.
Yeah.
Universe. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, there we go.
Vivid. Yeah.
Yeah.
Horror. Yeah. Suck. No.
As long as it's gonna be cupcake slash mouth sewn shut.
Pain.
That's the good one.
What? What? Alright, I just clicked pain and she like that one.
Don't worry about it. Don't
Nipple.
worry about
Oh,
it. She like it?
embrace. What?
Hey,
Agonizing. There we
It's
go.
Someone who just actually
Massacre. There we go. Disoriented. There we go.
once you see depression.
Depression. I got. There we go. Okay. Broken.
getting the right
What?
one.
All right, I'm confused about Sayori here. She's kind of scaring me, cause I've hit like pain and like agonizing and like depression.
What did I tell you?
I mean, she likes like murder and death, and but she's like pain and like masochist stuff going on over there. Vivacious.
Forcing this cupcake down your throat with your mouth
Entropy.
sewn shut.
Wrath. Nature. Romance. Ah! Climax. Yeah! There we go. That's what I bet. Oh, damn it.
It's like it's gonna be so.
Wait, what? What happened? What'd I do? What did I just do?
It's nothing you did. I'm just laughing about something.
Hi, good trip. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Ah, nah, don't worry.
By the way,
This might be a little strange for you, but at least I'll keep my word.
I,
Well, I'm back at the literature club.
kill her.
I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping me on my trip. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment to you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're accustomed to it. Oh, come on! Like he deserves any slack. Sierra told me you want to join clubs this year. And like, why don't I just make her drunk? Alright, screw it. I'm just gonna read Natsuki drunk now. I didn't know if you planned to come here and hang out or what.
That's basically what
Oh, if you don't take it seriously, you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Alright, y'all just wait for a few seconds and see. Because I know EDM and Kip know. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature! Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops her head into back in her seat. Don't worry, guys. Trip always gives his best as long as he's having fun.
Oh, baby.
While he was having fun, he's just rocking back and forth.
Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sayori, that's because your room is so messy it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire. Once. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. Okay. How come? You and Trip can become good friends too. Yeah, we can. Sayori, get out of here. Leave.
oh.
Monica and Natsuki too. Both of you. Leave. She's mine. Anyway, as usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Oh, you even brought me something today, you know. Well, wait, Sayori. Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. See, you made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking. Guess it means it's up to me to rescue this situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place, so any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, why are we laughing here?
Have
He's
you
telling
ever
me something else.
considered-
when,
You've been reading this whole
me and
time. Have you
Yo-Yo
ever
were
considered
playing.
that?
Completely different from what you're doing.
Wait,
Chip,
what?
I need you to realize something, alright?
What?
All of your characters' lines in the context that they're being said in can actually be replaced with closed mouth screaming and still make sense.
Oh my
You're
God,
not
just-
wrong.
Just keep reading it.
Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want me. Alright. Well, here. He reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it won't keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. We could,
Alright.
you know, discuss it if you wanted to. This
Alright.
is... How is this girl accidentally becoming so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Oh, yeah, Yuri, thank you! I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expect Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. That doesn't seem to be the case. Sarah and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki rummaging around the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more. But at the same time, I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. Looks like the same book she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Crap. I think she knows me looking at her. She takes another glance at me and our eyes meet for a split second. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Why? Why? Why are you doing this? Why? Tell me why. Yes. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Sorry, I was just spacing out. I'm out of this since I made her uncomfortable. Oh, it's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so... That's the book you gave me, right? Oh, I just read my line as Yuri. Anyway. I wanted to read some of it. Not for any particular reason. Just curious, how come you have two copies of the same book? Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday, that's not what I meant. I mean, I just have to buy two of them. Ah, I see. It's something very obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear. Once you start to pick up, you might have had a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging, relatable story. Is that so? What's it about anyway? Well, Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous-looking eye symbol on the front cover. Alright. I just want to make sure I don't actually give anything away. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost young sister, but as soon as she does, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escaped from a human experiment prison, and while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships, and her life starts to fall apart. That's kind of
That's me.
That's kind of dark, isn't it?
That's me.
Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere. Yuri gently giggles all of a sudden. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Trip? Oh, no, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kind of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri's into those things. She's so shy and
content.
I know, right?
reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different.
So
It's just
happy
that
about it.
those kinds of stories, it's hard to look at life from a strange, new perspective. And harbor things happen not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals or their own philosophy that they believe in. And suddenly, when you thought you related the protagonist, they made out to be the naive one for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, I kind of forgot to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I ended up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much. That's... I really don't think you need to wear... Why are you laughing?! Why all the giggles? I can't focus on the story!
About the one sentence, like, I have this problem. No, I can hear my head.
It's just the way you read it, dude. You keep reading, but it's just...
You're very good at this shit, that's all.
Go.
That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club, after all. That's not true. That's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading, right? You don't have to. What are you saying? What am I saying? What did she say? Just a moment ago, you said you're looking forward to it. Yeah. Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I had put in my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I sit in the seat next to Yuri's. What the fuck are you laughing at? Yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. That's... I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. This is reading in company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri meant about reading in company, as if I can feel a presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing. It may be a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri's in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. Looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry, I was just... Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? Oh my god. Alright, this is weird. I'm gonna take a second. I know this is, like, funny, but I apologize too much. So, like, this is, like, meta really for relatable. Me. This is relatable in, like... I made my choice based off her looks, and her personality came to match. I love it. I don't really mean to. Sorry.
I really need you to think about something. Like, she keeps glancing over at you while you're trying to read this book, and I know the screen's gonna pop up in a second. You just in the distance you hear making slurping noises while looking at you reading a book.
you just hear it at the back of your head. You're like.
I just really
and you just look back. She goes, "Oh, sorry."
Sorry, yeah, I have this problem.
Sorry, this problem. It's just I have this problem that when I did.
Really, people read books, you know.
Oh.
No one can chat, by the way, Trick.
Oh. I actually can't because I can't tab out of the game, otherwise it messes up.
No,
so
don't worry about it then. Just ignore it.
Here, this should work, right?
These girls are big.
I slide my dad up until it's against Yuri's, then hold my book between the two of them. I suppose so. Here, lead him and close their own copy. Once we each lean a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. Feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess it makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. What? What?
Not you. It's what he sent me. Oh God.
Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forehead. I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way I turn a page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. As if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready?
Sorry, I just really like watching people read books.
To the page. Sorry. I mean, I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over Yuri's face again and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a little bit longer. Probably the least I can do. Since you've been so patient with me. Yeah. Thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asked me, so I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assumed that she finished the page before me, so I turned it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey Yuri, this might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. You think so? How does she? Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways, but she also second guesses all the things she says and does. Like she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see you in her hair or anything, but they're kind of represent some of your mannerisms. I see. You remain silent for a moment. But Trip, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. That's so embarrassing to think of that. Well, wait! I didn't mean in a bad way or anything. Sorry, I really didn't know you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. I guess I meant, well, that's kind of cute. What are you saying all of a sudden? Okay, everyone.
What happened?
Oh, nothing. No, I was just doing the meme.
Oh, okay, I'm about to say it.
He was saying his own character's lines. That was all.
Oh, okay. See,
I think it's about time we share poems with each other. Yeah. Might not have enough time to wait too long.
What was that?
No, I'm flooding in between like actually trying to do the voice and like doing like just the standard schoolgirl voice that I have in my head, and I can't even say the word voice.
Just do the regular.
Yuri exhales, spared from finishing her thought. Is that alright, Yuri? You look kind of down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. It's fine. Yuri releases her hand from the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb. Alright, I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer I only read it with you? I guess if I don't have too much of a preference either way. In that case, I'll read a bit more tonight. And we will forward to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know? That's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters in your own time. Alright. I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, then slip it back into my bag.
I'll be back.
By the way,
Alright.
did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah,
Okay.
my relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something this embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done something like this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait! I don't know why I said it like it. Suri and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Suri's is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Who should I show my poem to for? Well, I mean, Yuri seems the most experienced, so I should start with her. I can't trust her opinion to be fair. As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten. Exceptional. Huh? Oh, what was that? Did I say that out loud? Yuri first covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face. He's going to hate me. That was really creepy. That was really creepy. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do it like that. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. Huh? I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? Yuri takes a deep breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicates you've written a lot of poetry before. Really? Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time, really. Huh? Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again. Well, I know that. Yuri trails off on a middle fine excuse. She traces her finger along the words in the poem, as if he's breaking it down more thoroughly. Yeah. Okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical in new writers, and having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most notable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form-fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, it sounds like she's an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There's so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in this club gives you more valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little biased, though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if you're apologizing to yourself, to me, or Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily as if there's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the underglow, bathing. It must be this one, the last remaining street light to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing as air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back.
Oh. Okay.
I'm sorry I have such terrible handwriting. What?
Also,
I wasn't thinking that all, but it took you a long time to read. Well, I just don't read script very
Stop
often.
reading for a second. Stop reading for a second. Ian was trying to say something. What was
Oh,
he
sorry,
saying?
what?
You're a lot better than Yo-Yo at reading cursive. You can't read
Oh, he
cursive.
couldn't read it all. Well, it's because I write in cursive. That's my
I don't
exclusive
read
form of handwriting. If I write in print, I don't know what it is. I can't write. It actually looks like every single letter is like in the same spacing. It's weird. I can't write it. I have to like think about it.
My friend writes in cursive and really, really, really small.
So after we get to the next poem, I guess we're gonna write another poem. Or whenever there's a break in the story, I'm gonna go get a drink real quick. But right now, I'm just gonna finish this up. Huh? That's a relief. Also, I like the poem, even though it's short. It was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild, something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Trip.
I'm in Ghosts.
Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in
That
a
is
last remaining
true.
place of comfort, unable to let go of the past,
What I
and
said?
soon to be left with
I
nothing.
know what she's saying.
Oh.
That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive.
What I said?
It is.
It's nothing, really.
No, not
Yours is impressive too, so... Nah. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. You think so?
No.
Yeah, of course. You know, I was really nervous about doing all this, but in the end, I enjoyed it. I'm gonna continue doing my best for you, Trip. Me too. After sharing with all of them?
What? Yeah, you do.
Okay. Let's go and get Natsuki out of the way then. Yeah?
Alright, don't you dare freaking scream.
Chip, if you're going to take this club seriously, then go home. The first conversation we have, she just tells me to go home. I swear. Why do you think everybody hates this girl? Good God. And your hairpin looks like the Google mail image.
Alright, we're not doing
What?
this.
Harsh.
Her hair.
What, you expect me to believe
The
you actually put
hairpin.
effort into this?
Oh,
You think I'm stupid? Yeah. I'm not a writer. No, I'm not a writer. Maybe it's not very good, but yeah, I'd put effort into it. We all start somewhere, right? If you're still proud of the first poem you ever wrote, then I like to read it. Maybe we'll think about, huh? Gotcha. Fine. Well, sorry. You'll get better anyway.
Oh.
I'd tell you to improve, but you're better off just trying again. Fair enough. Well, to each their own, I guess. Anyway, I gotta share mine now. Knowing you, you'll probably think it's stupid. Eagles fly, monkeys climb, crickets sleep, horses can race, owls can sneak, cheetahs can run,
Read the fucking
eagles
poem.
can fly.
Just read it.
People are trying. That's about it.
It's deep though.
People can try, but that's about it. It's just
How do you feel about that? Before you continue on, how do you feel about that?
Like,
what's your opinion on that poem because of that? Go on. Just say a little bit.
Inspiring.
Inspiring.
It really.
Okay.
It's so simple. It really conveys a deeper meaning of just being able to inspire people to find their path in life. I am bullshitting. Anyway.
Yeah, sure. That's the reason.
Yeah, I told you you weren't gonna like it.
Point.
I like it. I'm lying through my teeth. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. People don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like it when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like bam, like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can really be disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. The other thing notice about noise. Another noise thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. That was bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did? I guess more went into that than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki's feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. This is Monica. Monica Lewinsky. Hi, Trip. Having a good time so far? Huh. Yeah. Good. Glad to hear it.
Alright, stop it.
I think he likes Monica.
No, what the fuck? She's the worst character.
Then why did you moan in ecstasy?
Because I saw a good image of Sayori.
Freaking sicko. Alright, continue.
By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities, or... Oh, I was reading that in Yuri's voice for a second. If you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share some of your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Ass. Don't worry, Trip. Well, we're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that'll get past soon. I can't read tonight. That's true. I need a drink, seriously. I hand Monica my poem. Mmm! Creamy! Great job, Trip. I was going, oof! In my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way, if it always counts off, or counts. But, yeah, whatever he said. That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that full of imagery and symbolism.
Hold on,
Unlike Sayuri, who likes simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness, Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. It's very challenging to write like that effectively, both allowing people to get something out just by feel, or letting them deeply analyze all of the nuances. It can take years of practice, which I'm sure Yuri has at this point. I never really asked, though. I'm sure I'm nowhere near her lovely head. Don't worry so much about that. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learn by trying new things. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to... Did I just read like 2 of my lines in her verse?
I don't know.
I don't really care, honestly.
That's the best way to find the kind of things that suit you. Everyone else might be a little biased towards their own kind of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. Not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Ass. Ass.
What?
Every time she like laughs like that, she just like does a little cat girl pose. Which I just realized her
Oh.
ribbons look like cat girl ears. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not really good. You sound pretty confident someone claims to be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in the wall. It's the glory hole! Anyway. Hole in the wall. It couldn't have been me. See? The direction the spackle protrudes. A noisy neighbor? An angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm here inside
we
for a
did.
clue.
Okay, never
No,
mind
I
then.
can't
don't
see.
even have
I
to
reel.
worry.
Blind,
Yeah.
like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas.
What?
It says, but too late. My retinas. Already scourged with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep. Stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realized now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in. What?
I guess it was saying you were already looking at the exit while he was still looking at the journey from the beginning to the exit.
Yeah, I'm not in that mind state right now.
That was always a weird one. I never.
So what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. That's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, I'm just reading this because I gotta go get a drink and I cannot read and do with the voices anymore. When formed out loud, it can be very powerful. What was the inspiration? What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that, but it's kind of coming on strongly after everyone's better with friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfectly, you'll never make any progress. Force yourself to get stuff down on paper and tie it up later. Another way to think about this is if you keep the pen in the same spot too long, get a big dark ding bong bing. Just move your hand, go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening, and tune in next time on the Angry Joe Show. And I still have no closure. I'm gonna get a drink real quick before I start, so you worry.
Oh, yeah.
I'm coming home. I'm coming home.
Okay, now he's gone. How long is it until he gets to Sayori's part? The thing.
Not 2 hours. 3
2
hours.
hours in?
Yeah.
God damn.
It takes a lot.
So I guess you could get through it until around like 4, and then we'll go. That's a lot. Well, no, I'm not staying here for another freaking 2 hours, dude.
Yeah, I know. I stayed up till 4 playing the game. About 5. And then I had school the next day.
When did you start?
I started at like 12.
Oh. I feel like Trip's not gonna survive Sayori's part. Like, I honestly do, because you know, think about it. Just how quick it is when it happens. And then the music and the background just starts dying. So, I mean, he's gonna have a rough time. I just want to hear his reaction. That's the one
tip to make a meme, or Mimi to make a meme.
Like, that's the thing. You never know what someone's reaction is gonna be at that part. You never know, and it's great. So then when it happens, you're just like, oh, haha. So we'll see. I think he'll be fine. It's just he'll be a little troubled.
Also, I'm gonna try and get him to make a meme.
I heard you about talking about that. Yeah, I did.
I'm gonna try to. I want a picture, and then I want to post a picture where it says it ain't rape, but she's got heart-shaped pupils.
Don't even.
Affected by mesothelioma.
Agrees.
Call the number on your bottom of your screen now to see if you qualify for benefits.
No. Well, let's keep going.
Alright, now that I have a drink, I can actually read.
We're not gonna get too far though.
Who should I show my poem to next? I guess her. ... This is a good poem, Trip. Are you sure it's the first time? Of course. It's not that good. Am I kind of the guy who would be writing poems in his spare time? I guess you're right. But that's why it impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't do it seriously, or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really happy you just wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really part of this club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? Like I said before, Trip, deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Thanks. Trying things like this for other people, that's something that only really good people do. Thanks, say Yuri. I'm not sure if Sari sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah. And I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That'll be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm going to hold you to that then. Yay! Now, you read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. Dear Sunshine, the way you go through our blinds in the morning makes me feel like you miss me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, make me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away the rain? Look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast.
Okay. Right. Moses is watching the stream, right? And he in the chat, he's like, would you like to hear a joke?
No, I want to say it.
Okay, fine, you say it.
My dad used to send me out of the house when I did something wrong. Every time, he sent me farther away.
I don't even, dude.
I want breakfast.
Freaking continue.
Yori. This is just a guess, but did you wait until the morning to write this? No! Just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least it made me feel a little bit about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Yeah. I didn't mean to say it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? Just sounds like you. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast. Even though you were late to school? It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Monica's the best. Yeah. But next time, I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. I guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. Except for everyone who's judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club, after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I end up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They generally exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. You know, Yuri's smiles sadly.
Dick.
What's with this language? Huh? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute?
Oh.
I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Huh? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but I really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple of suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. So you already liked it. And Trip, did you? So based on that, I'll gladly give some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect to change it anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Trip did like my poem, too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. Huh? That's not what you're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Trip appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Is everyone okay? Well, you know that? You know what? I wasn't the one who booed Maxley grew aside.
Oh, you what?
Trip is not okay. That's the answer.
I noticed that too.
Drip just...
I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Trip started showing up.
Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you! This doesn't involve you! I don't like fighting, guys! Suddenly both girls turned to me as they just noticed I was standing there. Trip, she's trying to make me look bad. That's not true! She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have to happen in the first place. What's the point what I'm making? Your poems are too convoluted for no reason. The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have it figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Trip. Wait, there's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meanings that most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Trip? Well, how did I get dragged into this in the first place? Not like I know anything about writing, but whomever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. So, of course, that's going to be... Natsuki.
Trip only
You're right
uses
that I
the
liked
most
your poem.
complicated, beautiful language in his poems.
See?
Such as...
Wait. That's not an excuse for you to be so mean. You shouldn't pick a fight just because someone's opinion is different. That's not what happened at all. Yuri wouldn't even take my poem seriously. I understand. Yuri. You're a seriously talented writer. It's no secret that I was impressed. But here's the thing. No matter how simple or refined someone's writing style is, they're still putting feelings into it. It's become something really personal. That's why Natsuki felt threatened when you said her poem was cute. I see. I did notice that I'm sorry. But, Natsuki, you took it way too far.
Oh,
Yuri means
God.
well. And if you just told her how you felt, then this...
My freaking
But,
forehead.
did you really have to do this during this scene? This is kind of a serious scene. Out of everything we've done today, I've been trying to voice 4
I'm sorry, Trip.
Japanese
I just sneezed and I
schoolgirls
banged my face on the keyboard.
on my Sunday night, Saturday morning.
Just.
I just banged my forehead on my freaking desk, dude.
How do you do that?
I sneezed.
You sneeze so hard. You fucking.
I was looking at my phone. I was looking down at my phone. I
God.
was looking
damn.
straight down at my phone
You
and
must
then.
have had the hardest sneeze of your life if you can bang your
Have
forehead.
you not heard me sneeze before? Like legit, when I'm standing up, I jump.
Damn.
When I sneeze standing up, I jump backward.
Jesus Christ.
Anyway, continue.
Continue, Trip.
And this wouldn't have happened in the first place. Are you kidding? That's exactly what I did. It was her that... Natsuki, I think that's enough. You both said some things that you didn't mean. Yuri apologized. Don't you think you should too? Natsuki clenches her fist. In the end, nobody has taken her side. She's trapped, at this point being defiant only because she can't handle the pressure. I end up even feeling bad for her. Sometimes when I'm hurt, it helps to take a walk and clear my head. Sayori, she doesn't need to. You know what? I'm going to do that. It'll spare me from having to look at all of your faces right now. Without warning, Natsuki snatches her own poem up from the desk and storms out. On her way out, she crumps up the poem with her hands and throws it in the trash. Natsuki, she really didn't need to do that. I look across the room. Yuri has her chin buried in her hands while she stares at her on her desk. I gingerly approach her and sit in an adjacent chair. Everything alright? I'm so embarrassed. I can't believe I acted like that. You probably hate me now. No, Yuri! How could anyone not have gotten frustrated after being treated like that? You handled it as well as anyone could. I don't think any less of you. Well, alright, I believe you. Thanks, Trip. You're too kind. I'm thankful to have a part of this club now. It's nothing. One more thing.
What is that?
That one thing that Natsuki said about, you know, I would
What
never
am
do
I
anything
hearing?
so shameful.
CD, yeah.
Hearing the
So-
Doki Doki theme, but
Huh?
Seinfeld.
What thing did Natsuki say? Well, never mind that. I'm going to make some tea. Ah, good idea. Make enough room for one person, okay? Yeah. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright. Well, mostly. Trip, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same.
How about
It was a
you?
neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you learn something from our friends too. So your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, I did learn a little bit more about the poem, kind of poems everyone likes. If they like, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nodded myself with newfound determination. Chip! Ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. Truly has been a while since Yuri and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori, about what happened earlier. Huh? What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki? Does that kind of thing happen often? Oh, no. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise, they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they make good friends with you. You know, Trip, it's nice that I get to spend some time with you in the club, but I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too. That's... Every day is going to be so much fun. Looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? We'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay. Yeah. Let's do this. Yeah. What?
Trip, can I write you a poem real quick?
Yeah, sure.
No, just improvise it. You ready?
Alright.
Roses are red. Violets are blue. I think that should be your next poem. I think girls really like it.
What? There we go.
I don't think Trip just comprehended what just happened. Trip's
Anyway,
gone off to another world.
he is. I'm
There we go.
gonna go ahead and go. I guess I'll just keep watching my phone if you're gonna keep doing it. I'll just watch the stream through there. But
Does your phone have like a dual tab option?
yeah, why?
I can use that and still talk to you.
Well, I can. Yeah. But anyway, okay. Okay, I'm going by. I might join chat, you know.
No, I'm probably gonna head out too. It's 5 o'clock in the morning.
Okay, goodbye. I'm gonna watch the stream from here. You're
Bye,
still
boys.
Bye.
Bye-bye. I'm just gonna save.
Are you gonna finish it tonight or no?
No, I'm just gonna save here.
You're gonna end it
Well,
here?
ladies and gentlemen, that was fun, and the game crashes. Alright, well, I saved before, so. Alright, well, that was the first, not only the first stream I've ever done of anything, but also the first stream of YouTube and Doki Doki Literature. So that was fun. I see all of the 3 people that commented that were also talking with me. Well, except for my good friend Video Bid. So yeah, that was fun. Thanks for joining me, EDM. And I wish Broomkles was here because he was a pretty important part of it. So, all right, well, that's the end of the stream. So I will see you, ladies and gentlemen, later. Goodbye, YouTube.